my god. Oh, hi.
And action.
Hey guys, we're here with another Princess Tip video, and today we're going to be doing advice for incoming freshmen. Basically, I just have some things written down on a whiteboard, and then they're going to be chiming in on all the advice that I want to give. The first one.
Oh.
But Tiffany is speaking. This is the talking stick.
Oh god.
Bro, just
Okay, bro.
Yeah. So the first one is get a physical planner or a calendar. It doesn't necessarily have to be physical. You can have it on your computer, your phone, but I love having a physical thing to write all your homework down, when things are due, and you can get a daily one that you can write your homework that you have daily, and then if it has a monthly thing, you can write down your future due dates on it.
My thing was that it has to be physical.
Yeah,
For me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll put a little reminder, and we're good for a week.
You think your iPhone?
For a week and a half, I'm chill. I'm so good, and then
it really doesn't.
And actually use the planner because I had a planner first semester, didn't use it. Second semester, it took me a month to actually use it.
Yeah.
So make sure you use it because you'll need it.
I think for most of us, we can kind of agree that first semester was kind of a not.
It was a trial period.
Yeah, it was a trial run.
You know what I learned about that really helped me? The little sticky notes on your
Yes. Oh,
yeah. Sticky notes on your desk.
I'm 20 sticky notes.
Sticky notes, yes.
And also just appointments, sometimes you gotta go to the writing center or you gotta meet with your advisor. Having that if it's not physical, you're writing it down on your Mac every time you open it up, it's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a constant reminder.
Okay, so the second one is actually go to class and do your work on time.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
Ask
yes.
him.
Go to
Ask him if
class.
he's passing.
I
Ask him
am
if he's
passing.
passing.
No,
We can work
I'm
around
passing with
that.
my colors.
Okay, but I really think that it is a vital thing for you to go to class. For me, especially if I missed a class, especially math or psych, I would not know what is going on in the next class. And it's just really hard to catch up. And
Exactly,
you feel when you come for first semester, you feel I'm going to college, I don't need to go to class, it's all fun and games, but it's really not. So
I promise you,
the second part that says
do
your work on time. Okay, whenever you get assigned research papers, don't start it a week before because first semester.
That's for research papers. I start 2 days before.
No, just make sure you
Nah,
do
one
it.
thing that I will say, my biggest change definitely from last semester to this semester was timing was now I find myself getting my work done 3 to 4 days before, and it's just such
and it feels so much better.
You're gonna be stressed about a lot of different things, and the last thing you need to stress about is a small homework assignment.
You never know what's gonna come up within that week of that you have to do it. Something else might come up, and then something pops up all the time. The third one is find a balance between school and your social life and learn how to say no. There's gonna be a lot of.
I know, especially if you go to school in a city or a place where there's a lot of stuff to do. Just prioritize what you have to do, your homework and your work, and then you feel better when you go out and then you do things and you have fun with yourself. But don't let your social life get in the way of your college life because that's why you're here. That's why you're in New York City. Wherever you're going.
I love my friends. Everybody I'm sitting next to, these are my boys and my girls, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not here for them. They're. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it real. The amount of money that we pay to go to this school and just daily expenses overall, I'm trying to say it nice as possible, but I'm not here to please anybody else. I'm here to get my work done.
Exactly.
You can't let other people dictate.
You end up homeless. I tell Carlton this all the time. If he ends up on the streets with no money, he can't come to my big office job and ask me for. I'm gonna help him, but that's not gonna get him anywhere in life. I'm just gonna remind him of all the classes he skipped. So
I don't skip. No, alright. Second semester I did not skip a lot of classes. First semester I did have a problem.
What time to your final today?
Alright, let's not. Wait, but I got there before the test was being handed out, and I still did good on it.
How late were you?
It's crazy because your Snapchat streak this morning was bless up to y'all, bro, for starting the test an hour late.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But you're not. I'm not proving your point.
It's called getting lucky. Don't expect that.
Exactly.
Even if the professor says attendance doesn't count, if they see, they notice who goes. So
they
if
do.
you end up not being like such a good class and you go for extra credit and the professor sees that you show up for class, they're most, I mean, I'm not promising this, but they're more likely to give extra credit or like help a student that's actually putting in
I
time.
have,
especially at the end.
if you show up like 2-3 days in a row, like in your mind you say to yourself like, I didn't skip then, why would I skip now? Number one, and number two, to a teacher, honestly, effort and attendance, that'll carry you so far, like so ridiculously far. I mean, again, this could be biased just to our school, but like the idea that teachers don't care about you in college, that's not necessarily true. They don't care if you don't care. If you're showing that like you have interest in
the same energy.
If you show that like you have interest in a 4-month course that in reality you don't care about, teachers will work with that.
So like I'm saying, like, don't think just because you're here for college that means that this is your whole life. Don't be afraid to venture out and like be not only involved with like school organizations, but if you live in a city like New York or like that has a lot of stuff going on, try to be involved in like local like things and stuff that's happening, because there's creative stuff happening everywhere. Be as social as you can be. Like, don't be afraid to say hi to people. Like, tons of my friends that I met the first semester were just like random people that you just decide to say hi to, and then you end up hanging out with. You find out like that they're cool people, then they know cool people, and like
Carlton came into this room and called me ugly, and that's how we became
that's
friends.
not what I did.
That's not what I did.
I did like talking about what Carlton just said. Like, I remember how I met Connor. Like that's the most prevalent thing in my mind. Like, literally, I was with my old roommate. First day we were here, we're like, all right, bet we're in the city. Let's go do stuff. And we run into some random dude from Seattle with a coffee cup in his hand. Like, oh, I can't find a good cup of coffee anyway. 6 months later, like I'm sitting right next to him, like making a video. That's my boy. You get what I'm saying? Like you don't understand how like the impact the small interactions have until at least you come to a place like this.
Everybody.
Be nice to everybody.
Be nice to everybody. You never know.
Yeah, you
never
never know.
know.
When you're gonna, so one thing I also want to say is when you're trying to find that balance, and in saying no, you don't have to say no, but schedule it where you will have that going out time as an incentive. So you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna study for this long, and then if I complete this amount of work, I can go out. And that actually helps. Or I know Tiffany loves to do this. Last semester, when she would study, her favorite thing is like the lifesaver mints. So when she would be reading, I don't know if you guys have heard about like the gummy bear technique, or like when you have to read a lot, you just like read like a certain amount, and then you have like something like use incentives. Like it really works.
It really does. The next one is you do not need as much clothes as you need. This is like a big thing for me.
Drip or drop. Nah.
I drip or drown.
Drip or drown. That's how we live.
You said knock off on drip or drop.
You drip down, you get real cozy, put on the nice clothes, jewelry, and
this man is wearing corduroys and a bomber. Like, what y'all know about that?
What y'all know about
What y'all know about that?
Nike Air Max 90s, man.
I brought literally my whole entire wardrobe, and I didn't even like use like 75%.
Maria can clothe an entire small village in a third world country with her
I'm
closet.
not even talking.
Clothe the what?
Call me out.
She's like, why are you coming for me?
Because you have
I
like
stay
a
quiet
ridiculous
because I
amount
know
of
my
clothes.
problem.
Alright, so the next
What?
one is
my shirt.
you really will be broke.
Oh,
Like,
I
Save your money.
Yeah.
Nah.
Save, once you get any inflow of
Just
cash,
any
get
form-
save
Oh,
it
yeah.
first
First
semester.
semester.
Save it. First semester.
No,
First semester.
you don't have to get a
Don't
job.
spend all your money.
You don't have to get a job first semester because, like, I understand that you're like trying to find like the balance of like everything coming from high school and stuff. But like, save all the money you get, like literally everything, because it will run out. Like, I thought that I wasn't gonna run out of money, and I'm just out here like chilling with $4 in my account. So yeah, like you will be broke. Like,
Just
To reiterate, the money
Especially
from the summer before,
yeah.
I didn't think I didn't think about it, and I spent most of it. And when I came here, I was like second weekend, I was like, oh damn, I'm broke now.
Yeah.
Just
And
budget wisely.
Yes.
Spend, like, set aside how much you want to spend and how much you want to save.
Also, like not a lot of people want to do this, but it's so easy to swipe your card and not think about the money that you're
On your
spending.
meal
Oh, but yeah.
Oh,
we're
you're
just
gonna be
not
get a
average.
Venmo card. No. Wait, hold up. Everything needs to stop. Get a Venmo card. You're gonna be using Venmo so
Credit
many
card.
times.
Oh yeah, get
And
Venmo.
you don't want anybody who doesn't
No,
give
so
a
like a
25-cent
physical card.
transfer fee. So just get a Venmo card, because I guarantee you're gonna be using Venmo
Yep.
all the time.
Basically, I wasn't thinking about the money I was spending with my card because all I saw was me swiping and I didn't think about the money. So I switched to cash, and like
It makes a
it
Much more
makes a
frugal.
huge difference.
Okay, so that was all the advice for like everyone in general, but I have some advice for like New York City kids, PACE students.
Oh, snap.
Specifically, the first one, it still has to do with the money. It is really, really, really expensive to live here.
Yeah.
Like,
Very.
like you will
Extremely.
lose, like not lose money, but you will spend a lot of money, like a lot more money than what a normal college student spends, because you're gonna see all these places to eat, first of all, and you're gonna get tired of the caf, and you're gonna want to go spend money and eat at other places.
And in the city, you have that option is more accessible.
Yeah, like
And that Metro card, alright.
oh,
It will literally kill your bank account. $275 is a lot when it adds up.
it does.
It really does.
It really does.
So budget for that as well.
On a weekend, like you're spending maybe like 11
You
to
gotta remember, you gotta go
$15
there and back.
alone,
Yeah.
almost 20
Wow.
just on Metro.
So I do weeklies. I pay $33 a week for my Metro card, so I get unlimited during the week because I go see my girlfriend who lives in NYU. So like it works out because
Shout out to
say
Sammy.
you over the weekend.
Shout out to
Sammy.
Sammy. What's up? We love you, girl.
Thank you, Ma.
So
What?
it costs it costs $33, right? So if you were to put like $33 in your card, it gives you like around 12 rides, and say the weekend, just to go see her and come back, say three times on the weekend, that's already six rides. So say we go eat, so I gotta take the subway this way and then go back and drop her off, and so it just adds up.
Yeah,
for me,
you don't
so.
like realize like how
Or just
much.
don't get a relationship like your spouse.
Oh wow.
How the
Oh,
terms
yeah,
are.
that would be an easy way to solve it.
The next one also has to do with money. Don't spend all your money on welcome week parties. There's these things called welcome week parties.
I don't
I
know.
learned about them when I first came, and we thought that those were the only parties. Listen, I am not saying, I am not saying
Actually,
that
let's-
you shouldn't go to any welcome weeks. Welcome weeks can be very, very fun, but
Yeah,
like
2 of
I
them.
spent like so much money on welcome weeks in the first semester because I thought there was like no other party that I could go to, and that's
There's
literally
always
where
other
I
parties.
spent
And this is
all my money.
this is another reason why you need to be nice to everybody, because you get links and you get connects.
The next one is what do you guys think is the fastest way to
Go down
Nassau?
Nassau Street.
Down Nassau.
If you go anywhere else, I'm mad.
The
It
time.
depends on where you live in. We're being biased to Broadway right now. I lived on John Street last semester,
Alright,
and it was
that's
faster for me
Dutch.
to go down. What is that? William. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So come out, take a left towards William, and just head
hold on,
straight
hold on.
down.
We also have to take into account that we had a different entrance. at the
Exactly,
beginning.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like we did that the first semester because we didn't have that.
Yeah.
Just go down
But
Nassau.
if you live on Broadway, walk all the way down to Nassau.
all the
Or
way down Nassau,
John
past
John,
CVS.
down William.
if
just
you
keep-
live at Maria's, just go down to the 6th floor and transfer.
The last one is for everyone that is going to college in New York. Basically, just take advantage of where you live. There's a lot of opportunities everywhere around the city, like not even just at school. There's a lot of things you can do outside of school.
There's a lot of people to meet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like connections to make. Like I'm like going to this old man's house once a week in Midtown and just talking to him for an hour, and I'm getting paid like $60. Oh, I didn't tell you about that? No. So my mom has a patient, right? And he's bedridden. So like he's an old man and he just needs someone to talk to. But like this is just an example.
You said that. You said that. So like.
Go explore, go do things. There's a
Explore,
lot of
Appreciate where you
yeah,
are.
there's a lot of free things to do, and I know there's a lot of expensive things to do too, but like there's like for us there's Central Park, like we go to Seaport literally almost every single day. Central Park,
Square
Washington Square
Washington
Park,
Square Park.
Union Union Square.
Carlton's a
Chinatown, all
connoisseur
those
of the
places.
ferry. He can tell you a lot about that.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to change your major. If you don't like your
Yeah.
major
Oh,
and you find
yeah.
something else more interesting, don't be afraid to change your major.
Yeah.
Don't be stressed about your major
Don't be
too.
stressed.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just for like
Yeah.
people like students in New York. Don't just stay in Manhattan. Like go other places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go to Brooklyn, go to Harlem, go to Brooklyn.
Go to Coney Island.
Be careful. Be careful where you go though. Please
Yeah.
don't know who you are. Like
Yeah. Go to Brooklyn. Don't
People are
go
reckless.
to.
Find a friend in Brooklyn.
At the end of the day, you're the one that's paying. Like, well, obviously your family, but like you're the one that's paying to come here. Like, this was your decision. Like,
Yeah.
you have to
Student
make the
loans.
best out of what you're getting.
Sally
Like,
Mae,
go
call
talk to
my
your
phone.
teachers. Go to office hours.
Leave
do
me
anything,
alone.
And then,
Yeah.
because they're teaching you, and you need to learn to
They
get your
work for
degree.
you.
Like, live your
that.
life.
Like,
So
Yeah.
that's what you're gonna do.
And then also a little hack. I know a lot of us are doing this. Take summer classes. Like when you go
At your
home,
community college.
go to your community
Yeah,
college.
community college, right.
Take online classes, or even like go to the campus and take classes. Especially like if you go to
Ooh.
school in the city and you know like it's a lot of money. Like try and get all your stuff done quick so that you can get out of here.
If
Your life.
You're gonna have the time of
Decisions
your
actually
life.
matter now.
Yeah.
Actions.
Yeah,
And
you know
also-
there's gonna be some weeks where you're so happy happy and some weeks where you just want to die because you have so much work. But it's okay.
That's
like
why
that's
you
what
find-
college
That's why you find
About
your
escapism.
network.
Find something that you like that is unique to yourself,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then just
Run with
focus
it.
on that. Just keep something that's something that you
Don't be afraid. This sounds very, very cliche, but like I mean it wholeheartedly. Don't be
don't
afraid
go
to be
chasing
yourself.
waterfalls.
Because like I came from like before I came to college, I came from a place where like creativity and just like being unique and like in your own skin was like not looked at as something that
It was weird.
is even respectable in the slightest. Like you would get made fun of for doing that, and I feel like that's the case with a lot of people. But like one thing that I'm so grateful for in the city is that like I'm able to do everything I want to do, and not only do it but just feel comfortable and feel comfortable with people around me that I have, knowing that they support me wholeheartedly. I've never been around more not only talented but like open-minded, creative, collaborative people that just like it like we like I feel like we feed off each other. Like we spur creativity, we spur like incentives to go out and do stuff that you wouldn't think you wanted to do. I think it's more so a college thing than a city thing, but
just don't
it
be
helps that
afraid
we're in the city,
to,
but like
do whatever you want to do. Like
do
I
what
didn't
you
think
want.
I didn't think I was gonna start this YouTube channel, and I did. So
Also, because we've been talking about money so much, don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid of like conversation. Like relationships for me are the best form of currency and the most like expendable form of currency. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the job that I have now just because of like meeting like this really cool director. Things will happen if you just talk to people, and it's free. It blows my mind.
Some people aren't very comfortable with themselves and talking, and that's okay too. And like you have to build yourself. Not everybody is as sociable as Connor.
Forget that.
Connor will talk to a rat about.
But if you have fear about like talking to people, just remember like it sounds mean, but everybody has too much going on to like think
Care
too
about
heavily on what
what-
everybody else is doing. So just at the end of the day, do what feels right to yourself. And like at the end of the day, like you can be like, actually, at least I did what I like to do.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
pressure
someone
yourself.
who's-
And
Yeah,
you're
don't-
not gonna be the only one going through what you're going
and
through.
like
Yeah.
at
And
orientation,
even if you are, it's fine.
at orientation, like I remember I was like so scared to like go up to people and like meet new people.
Hell
But
yeah,
like
I
you
had
gotta
still
remember
worse
that
anxiety.
everyone, especially like all of
In
like
the
we're
same
all
boat.
in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like everyone needs
None of
to
us
meet
know what
new
we're doing.
people.
Finding that line of taking risks but not forcing yourself to do something, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so being able to acknowledge when you're taking those risks and being and like embellishing in those, but also not pushing yourself too far out of your comfort zone where you do feel uncomfortable in the situation. So like it's a really fine line, and like I haven't found it yet, but like just be conscious that it's don't be forced into things, just
Your freshman
take
year
risks.
is so short. It means a lot in
Yeah.
the span of your whole life, but it's very short. Like at the end of this year, we're still all like
Really
mostly
cherish.
18.
Really
Like, you
cherish
still
this
have-
year. Like
we haven't even
yeah.
reached our 20s yet, so don't get have anxiety about like the future. Just take every day, day by day.
and really,
Just do what
really
you think.
cherish your freshman
Yeah,
year because it
and
goes by
enjoy the
really
moment.
fast.
Exactly.
It goes by-
I just want to
'Cause I'll
say
live
one
there.
more little thing.
Maybe
To
like
all
eight
the
days.
people that have like mental health issues, just like try to find somebody to talk to. Try to find like someone, at least one person that like you know that you can go to and talk to all your problems about with, and like that will listen to you.
I did
use
it
your
because
you
advisor.
don't have
yeah.
like you're coming in like to a completely new space. So like
I did a video on mental health with Carlton back in December. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go see that.
Oh shoot! One last thing.
Anyways.
Don't compare yourself to anybody.
Ever.
Everybody's on their own path.
Ever.
Just stick to your
You
own
are you
path.
and you are valid.
Have your own goals.
Valid.
And then
Valid.
just
Valid.
go.
Thank you guys for
Sky
watching
is
this
the
video.
limit.
Make sure you follow all of them on
Miss 100%
Instagram and
of
all their
shots
social
they take.
media accounts. This is Connor. He's gonna have his Instagram right here, and Carlton right here, and Aaron like right here, and Brandon over here, and Alex, and Manny, and Maria. Make sure you follow all of my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Snapchat, whatever you want to do. I don't even know. Oh my god. Make sure you turn on my post notifications so you know exactly when I post, and I will be posting again soon. I will see you guys next time with another Princess Tips video. Love you, babes. Bye.
Bye.
Send me your location, let's focus.
Alright, you're
So-
actually cutting off the circulation in my legs, so can you move that up?
He's pretty comfortable on me.
Wait, he's well on you?
His long ass limbs.
Alright, let's figure it out.
Just don't go to Rock Lake at all. Just
How
don't.
do you
Wait,
say-
I lost my streaks. Yo.
I lost mine yesterday too, probably.
I never had a streak before.
Enjoy your freshman year.
This video's
Now let's change that.
That is a lie.
You wanted to try to have a sugar thing?
No, he's so
I'm not.
bad. Actually, glow.
This is why mom left.